Let me show you a place where the wonder never ends.
Katina and Malia showing off their incredible size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. You know, these behaviors help keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world. We're excited to share their story with all of you here today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We'll see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment that's full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors allow them to strengthen their social bonds and problem-solve as a group. This is just one of the many adaptations that makes the killer whale the top predator of the ocean. Their scientific names were Orca, but they're more commonly known as killer whales. And here at SeaWorld, all 5 members of our pod have their own individual names and identities. The first is Katina, our matriarch and leader at 45 years old. Next, we have our 2 female killer whales, Nalani and Malia. Makaio, who will be joining us in just a moment. Now, the whales trust us and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. So think about when you go to the doctor and your doctor asks you for a blood sample. You know to hold out your arm and your doctor will go ahead and take that blood sample from the inside of your elbow. You're trained to help the doctor help you take care of your bodies. It's the same thing with our whales. Now, killer whales don't have elbows like you and I do, so we had to get a little bit creative. Now, Leah has just asked Makaio to flip over onto his back and present us with the underside of his tail flukes. And this is a perfect place for us to be able to collect that blood sample from the veins easily seen on that white underside. Now, Makaio is just doing exactly what Leah was looking for, laying his tail flukes very nicely into Amy's hands. She's giving him that nice big handful of fish. Now, another important diagnostic, not only are those blood samples, but again, something you're all trained to do. You know to step onto a scale to see how much you weigh. On one of our adjacent pools, we have a killer whale size scale that our whales are trained to slide their entire bodies about onto, as Trua is going to be demonstrating for us here in the slide out. Here he is. Now we are excited to share with you that today is Trua's 16th birthday. Now at 16 years old, Trua is already over 7,000 pounds. Now take a look at his body. His dorsal fin all the way to his tail flukes is a very muscular part called his peduncle. By him keeping his tail in the water, he would be missing out on all of that weight. So to fix that problem, Amy can ask Trua to lift his entire body up and out of the water, and just like this. This is how he would properly weigh himself. Now we weigh our younger whales to make sure they're growing properly, and our older whales like Katina to make sure they're maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Well, hi everyone, I'm over on the left-hand side of the pool, and you know observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the killer whales' lives. The moment they're born, they'll learn by watching other whales and playing follow the leader with their mothers. Do you all want to play follow the leader with my buddy Trua here today? Yeah! Alright, my whole left-hand side of the stadium, go ahead and stand on up for me. Okay, on the count of 3, we're going to spin around in a circle 2 times and take a look at Trua. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Spin around. He's got it! Thanks so much for your help, everyone. You can go ahead and have a seat. Now, killer whales are curious animals, too. They've often been seen jumping out of the water to spot their prey, get a better look at their surroundings, or even play. So when you see Trua do that sighting bow on stage, let's give him a round of applause. Excellent! Alright everyone, if you thought that sighting bow was impressive, get ready for Makaio! My right-hand side of the stadium, go ahead and stand on up for me. He's going to teach you the signal. We're going to take our 2 index fingers out in front of our bodies and throw them over our left shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and off he goes. Now, scientists think that killer whales might breach, perhaps to scratch an itch. But most of the time, they're just announcing to their pod that they have arrived. Let's give it up for Makaio! Well, how about a round of applause for Trua, Makaio, and our audience volunteers? Well, SeaWorld's research and observation on the killer whales under our care has helped shed light on many mysteries about this amazing animal. For example, we know that a pregnant killer whale has a gestation period of 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to gain out in the ocean. Some information, however, can only be obtained through field observation. That's why SeaWorld partners with organizations like the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to help advance global education about killer whales. Killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with spikes of their tail flukes.
So killer whales create waves to hunt, and they use their powerful tail flukes to stun their prey. Now you're about to see a demonstration. For our whales, it means a fun activity session. But for all of you, it means it's time to get wet! Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey items can vary. Unfortunately, factors like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to some populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written,
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
all it takes is one choice.
One ripple that can grow and
Change the world.
together, we've got this.
All around the world, it's a brand new day. Open up your eyes, scout along the way. Every different creature, beautiful, unique. Counted in the treasure of our diversity. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are all inspired by this one big world. And we share the love that flows through each of us. And as our hearts unite and we come alive, we can feast our lives and see above us. Cause it's one big world. Let's all take a journey, exploring the unknown. Wonder at creation.